Hey guys, GSP from GSP Talk Sports here, and we're back with the football roundup from this round 16. And I need to start with this game here, Monday Night Football, Man U 4, Bournemouth 4. And then we'll go back to over the weekend. What can I say about this one? Man U had the lead on three different occasions and couldn't hold on to their lead, right? This was a crazy game where Man U had 56% possession, 25 shots on goal, 9 on target. Bournemouth 14 shots, 9 on target as well. And yeah, Man U led at 1-0 to 1 and 4-3. And Bournemouth came back and equalized every time. So I would have predicted a Bournemouth win for this one. So I got this one wrong, but Bournemouth picking up the point and the happy of the two teams here. Man U was sixth, remained sixth before this weekend, and Bournemouth were 13th, remained 13th. So a big match here, 4-4. Crazy match. I wonder what Man U people will be thinking after giving up their lead three times in one match and conceding 4 goals. So well done to Bournemouth there. Yeah. Moving back now, so that was the Monday Night Football. So starting back from the Saturday, we had Chelsea versus Everton. I predicted a Chelsea win, and Chelsea did it. Got a 2-0 win. Cole Palmer in the 21st minute, by the way, coming back. Two first half goals for Chelsea. They moved from 5th to 4th, and Everton moved from 7th to 9th. Right, Chelsea with 58% possession, 7 shots, 5 on target. Everton with 11 shots, only 2 on target. Everton would have fought back, but Chelsea were basically steady and, holding out well for the win. Chelsea next play Cardiff in the Carabao Cup, EFL quarterfinals, and Everton next host Arsenal. Moving down, on the Saturday, we had Liverpool versus Brighton. I predicted a Liverpool win. Thank God for a 2-0 win. Liverpool moved from 10th to 6th. Well, they down to 7th now, but just on goal difference. Brighton moved from 8th to 10th. And Ekitike with a 46-second goal and a 60th minute goal. So with a double there from him. 18 shots, only 4 on target. And Brighton with 51% possession, 14 shots, but only 1 on target. Wasteful, right, for Brighton. And a much needed win there for Liverpool. And Salah, after all the drama, coming off the bench in the 26th minute after Gomez's injury, he could have bring on anybody else more defensive also, but he went at Salah. And Salah had an assist with Ekitike, second goal with the corner. And Salah, to be honest, should have had probably 2 goals and 2 more assists. Yeah, so a bit wasteful, but very good. At least he got on. Hopefully, it's not his last match for Liverpool, and he got a nice send off before AFCON there. Liverpool next play Spurs, and Brighton next host Sunderland. Then we moved to Burnley, who were in 19th, playing Fulham, who were in 15th, and I predicted a draw. Got this one wrong. It was a 3-2 Fulham win, right? So Fulham moved from 15th to 13th, and Burnley remained 19th. Scott Parker on some thin ice there for Burnley. Burnley, by the way, had 53% possession, 16 shots, 8 on target. Yeah, but Fulham with 6 shots and 4 on target, and they got the win 3-2. Just imagine. Burnley next go to Bournemouth, and Fulham next go away to Newcastle. And then we had top of the table Arsenal versus Wolves in 20th. And I predicted Arsenal win, got this one correct. They had a 2-1 win. Well, listen, I looked at this match and you might think, 2-1, and it was probably like easy for Arsenal or something. But if you don't know what happened in this match, this was a crazy match. Wolves scored all 3 goals, by the way. So our own goal for Arsenal, Wolves equalized in the 70th, and then in the 90th. Sorry, our own goal in the 70th. Arsenal didn't even have a shot on target in the first half, right? Wolves scored in the 70th, our own goal. Well, as our own goal deflection, coming off the back of the keeper head. And then they equalized themselves in the 90th minute, and then another own goal in the 94th minute to give Arsenal back the lead. They definitely didn't deserve to lose. They deserve at least a point. They had 3 shots only, and only 2 on target, by the way. And Arsenal with 69% possession, 16 shots, and only 2 on target, and they got the 2 goals. Arsenal had gone 5 points clear, but brought back down to 2 points after City got their result. And yeah, nervy 2-1 win here for Arsenal. And sorry for Wolves in this match. Arsenal next play away to Everton, and Wolves next host Brentford. Continuing Saturday in La Liga, we had top of the table Barca versus 15th place Osasuna, and I predicted a Barca win, and they got a 2-0 win. 80% possession, 24 shots, 7 on target for Barca. Osasuna 3 shots and only 2 on target. So Barca remain first. Osasuna go down to 16th. And goalless first half, by the way. And Rafinha got it done in the 70th and the 86th. And Barca went 7 points clear, but it came back down to the 4 points after Real won their match. So Barca next play Guadalajara in the Copa del Rey, by the way. And moving on to Sunday in the EPL, starting EPL, we had 4th place Palace versus 2nd place City. I predicted as Palace win. I thought Palace would have gotten it done, and City with a big 3-0 win here. City with 61% possession, 7 shots, 6 on target. Haaland with a double in the 41st and 89th, and Foden in the middle there with a 69th minute goal. Basically comfortable in the end for City there. Palace, they hit the woodwork. They were wasteful. They had 16 shots, 4 on target. So hard luck for Palace there. City keep on a good run here right now, pushing Arsenal. So good to see somebody pushing Arsenal. Well, hoping it wasn't City, to be honest. Palace next play Coups in the Conference League, and City next play Brentford. So next match Sunday in the EPL, we had Forest 17th place versus Spurs in 11th, and I predicted a Spurs win, and boy did I get this one wrong. Spurs went back to old Spurs, and it was a 3-0 Forest win. Spurs with 6 shots, only 6 shots, and only 1 on target. Forest with 48% possession, 15 shots, 6 on target. So they moved from 17th to 16th. Spurs remain 11th. And basically cruise control for Forest. Comfortable win over Spurs. Spurs next play Fulham away from home, and Forest next play Fulham away from home, and Spurs next host Liverpool. So let's see which Spurs show up against Liverpool there. Then we had 9th place Sunderland, high flying Sunderland versus 12th place Newcastle. I predicted a draw, and who would have thought a 1-0 Sunderland win? Sunderland with this win moved up to 7th. Right, where are they now on the table? Sunderland, well, they're down in 8th on goal difference. And yeah, a 46th minute own goal. Sunderland with 5 shots, only 1 on target. Newcastle with 53% possession, 6 shots, and only 2 on target. So big win there for Sunderland over Newcastle. Sunderland next play Brighton, and Newcastle next play Fulham in the EFL quarterfinals as well. West Ham in 18th versus Aston Villa 3rd. And I predicted a Villa win, and come from behind 3-2 win for Villa here. Villa with 59% possession, 4 on target. Sorry, 7 shots, 4 on target. And 6 consecutive win for Villa. Villa really pushing here, just 3 points off the top and 3rd, 1 point behind 2nd. And yeah, 6 consecutive win. I wish Liverpool could go on a run like this. And the next play, Man U. So hopefully they turn it on against Man U as well. West Ham next versus City. So it doesn't get any easier for West Ham in 18th place. Interesting one there. Brentford in 14th place versus Leeds in 16th place. I predicted a draw, and it was a 1-1 draw. Brentford, they go down to 15th, and Leeds they go 17th. It was a 0-0 first half, and Leeds with 43% possession, 18 shots, 4 on target. Brentford with 57% possession, 7 shots, and only 2 on target. So 1-1 there. Basically a fair result for these two. Brentford next play City in the EFL quarters, and Leeds next play Palace. On Sunday in the Serie A, we had Bologna in 5th versus Juve in 7th. And I predicted a Juve win, and thank God it was a 1-0 win for Juve. So Juve had 49% possession, 13 shots, and only 3 on target. Bologna with 11 shots, 4 on target. And well done to Juve. They moved from 7th to 5th, keeping track with the top set there. And Bologna moved from 5th to 6th. Bologna next play Inter in the Super Cup, and Juve next play Roma in the league. Notable over the weekend too, we had AC Milan with a 2-2 draw with Sassuolo. We had Udinese with a 1-0 over Napoli. Inter with a 2-1 over Genoa. So big results there all around. Today we had Roma with a 1-0 over Como, by the way. And in La Liga on the Sunday, we had Deportivo Alaves versus Real Madrid. Deportivo Alaves were 11th. Real Madrid was 2nd. I predicted a Real win, and thank God Real got back on the winning ways here with a 2-1 win. Mbappe in the 24th and Rodrigo in the 76th. First win in 6 matches, by the way. Going through a real bad run of form here. Real remains 2nd. Obviously, they're 4 points behind Barca. Deportivo Alaves go from 11th to 12th. And Real with 13 shots, 6 on target. And as I said, first win in 6, and the next play in the Copa del Rey. And Deportivo Alaves, 52% possession, 6 shots, and only 2 on target. And then we spoke about the Man U Bournemouth. Would have predicted a Bournemouth win, and that was the 4-4 big draw here on the Monday. So what do you think about this round 16 matches, guys? Let me know. Let me know in the comments, and don't forget, for all your football previews and reviews, check us on GSP at GSP Talk Sports. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Thanks, guys.